What up? Back. Let's see where's everybody at. It's Tuesday night. Make sure I ain't sharing who I want to be shared with. Let's see. What up, everybody? It's been a long time. Like Rakim said. Sharing the love real quick. All right, there we go. The Hard Knicks podcast. What's up? Knicks all day, baby. Orange and blue. Let's get it. Shout out to everybody tuned in on hashtag Factual on the Facebook page. Shout out to everybody tuned in on YouTube. Ooh, now that's cold. Kurt, what up, my G? It's been a minute. Let's see. All right, there we go. Took a little two-week hiatus. Had to regroup. Plus, I went to Mexico. That shit was popping. How's everybody doing out there, though? Good to be back. What up, what up? Good to be back. How you been, fam? Give everybody a second to join in. It's been a minute. Living, what up? Let me go ahead and get you and Kurt join real quick. Let me see if it's still doing the same way. Okay. Oh, shit, my bad. Oh, there you go. Yo. Hold on, let me change out the audio. Oh, all right. Damn, you still doing that?
Nah, I went in the crib earlier. It's too hot, bro. So I came out, I filled up my truck. I'm pretty much doing my white truck right now. I think I'm gonna stop right now, though. Hold on, let me jump out of it. Let me get back on here in a second.
All right. Miss Kid, what up? All right. Kurt, what up,
What up?
Not much.
How you?
No, I hear like the TV and stuff in the background out loud. Sound like you over there watching cop shows. Hold up, man. What's going on here?
No. Hey, shit. What up with you?
All right, nothing much. Let me go ahead and get it started. Then we can get into it. Miss Kid decline. You don't want to go live tonight, Miss Kid? Sorry, hold up. She probably join back in later. Everybody a second. Been a minute. Took a little 2-week hiatus. Last show I did was 2 weeks ago on a Tuesday, as a matter of fact. Did the interview anytime, anywhere. That was, let's see, that was the 25th. 25th. I did that last month. So coming back with some heat. Do a quick show tonight and then pick back up on Thursday. Got some mean topics set up for Thursday. But I figured do a little light show tonight just to kind of work back. How's everything popping up there, fam?
Hey, man, I'm trying to beat the heat. That's all.
It's crazy outside. It's,
Yeah.
it's unmotivational outside, man. Like,
Hell yeah. Make you don't even want to go out and that shit.
facts. Facts. I was out there driving and doing running errands and then changing tires. That's oh shit.
In the heat.
Yeah, thick in the heat, man. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, man. How was your holiday?
Holidays were smooth, man. Just kicked it with my daughter, some family. Know what I mean? Kicked it with family. That's all I can ask. Know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's all I can ask. Shit was popping for me.
exactly.
Let's see, try to invite
Chilling
some
with
people
family.
on. That's always the way, know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Always, always. Let's see. Let's get some people's in. Sunshine, what up, Sunshine? About to start the show in a second. I got the topics I got for the night, though, is can you be with someone your child or children don't like? And then I also have did y'all hear about the joint with where the guy called off his engagement with his fiance because she was taking pictures with Usher, the way she took pictures with Usher? So we're gonna talk about
No, no.
about that too. Karima, what up? So we're gonna talk about that too. Meantime, let me I guess let me get in and get it started. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what we do. Getting right, bringing y'all that infotainment with the truth. Hashtag factuals. We live with me, your host, Vision, the man and the meaning. I the sort of omens giving y'all that sight beyond sight. I ain't the freshest. Close some. But I bust some stupid dope moves. J30 type the bet 108. Telling nigga, oh hell no. Fuck on my face. Sunshine, what up? Karima, what up? Let me know if y'all want to join the live. So, what up, Kurt? Tell the people who you are, man.
I'm old head Kurt, chilling in Philly.
All right. I see you got yourself a little intro this time, now. Got yourself a little something this time. All right.
Hey, I can't stop this on.
Hey, man. I mean, listen, I ain't even got the best intro. So. But yeah, yo. So, like I said, we got the main topics. I still do the non-paying sponsors, but I'm gonna do that a little bit differently from now on, y'all. Gotta pay to play. But let's talk about let's. I want to get into these topics. So I want to talk about the joint with washing dishes. Yeah. All right. So I be doing that too, Kareem. Washing dishes and watching shit. Like I be doing all the time. Get the water all on the phone. Got to wipe it off. So look, a man called off his engagement due to his fiance taking pictures with Chris Brown. Now, like,
I thought you said Usher.
Oh no, it wasn't Usher. It was Chris Brown. Breezy.
Oh, all right.
And, she was like he had her picked up, cup in the cheeks, and she had her legs wrapped around him. Like that, I ain't mad at him.
Yeah, me neither.
I ain't mad at him, man. Like salute to him. He caught them signs early. Ladies, what do y'all think, fellas? What do you think, Kurt? Like is that grounds for him to call? Like is that grounds for divorce? Divorce or call it off?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she ain't respecting him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If he did that to her, she would call it off.
Yeah. And I think like a lot of times people they think, oh, but just because it's celebrity, it's like, nah, I get it. Nah, I mean, but like, I don't get it. Like, you still gotta respect yourself, still gotta respect the person you're with. So
Exactly.
I'm like, yo, you can't just be out there just wilding like that. Like, and a lot of people getting caught up like that. And it's like, and you gotta pay bread to take pictures with him anyway. Know what I mean? And then them types of pictures. So you paid 2K, 2 racks to take that pic. And then
Was it worth it though?
Yeah, you paid with your future. Know what I mean? Like, I salute to him, man. Like, on the real, because like listen, salute to him. When you catch some signs early, sometimes you gotta realize you know, what's happening here. Like if they do that shit or somebody do that shit, it's not just attack on the ladies, like you said, the fellas too. If you catch someone, not catch it, if someone is willing to be out there and disrespecting you and themselves like in public like that, you gotta look at that. Like
Yeah.
you gotta trust it too. Like you can't just like be like, oh nah, like I mean, you turn the camera and got your roll up going. So also like, and then on the flip side of that, there was a man who went viral for saying that he divorced his wife of 10 years due to her like dressing provocative, you know, when she went out. Like what happened was like,
Nah,
huh?
with that now, that's a little different. You know what I'm saying? Because he knew what he was getting there when he got her.
Well, no, is the difference is with that one, as he explained it, like she wasn't like that. She wasn't dressing like that before. But when she started like recently she had started like hanging out with single friends from her job. And then they were dressing like that. So then she like started dressing like that. And it's like he's like, yo, like go change. And she was like, I'm going out. And she's and bounced. He's like, so she came back, all her shit was packed. I said, oh shit. Now, I mean, I don't know if that's grounds for divorce, but at the same time, like up in the butt, because like when outside people start influencing you or influencing your spouse, it's like you got to look at that too. That's a sign of something because like ladies, you can't let your single friends, like they say, single women keep women single. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can't let your single friends tell you what you shouldn't be doing inside of your marriage because they're not married. And I mean, and when they acting like that, it's like they want that's what they want to do. Let them go do that. You're not living that life. So like why are you trying to? Like what do you feel as though you missing? So like honestly, like I don't know if it's grounds for divorce, but at the same time, he's saying like, yo, go change. You saying no, you're gonna do that. It's like you listening to outside people already. That shit right there is that's a red flag. But it's not even a red flag. That shit is just like something that you gotta pay attention to. That's something you gotta address right then and there. Because once you start being influenced by outside people, like once your household's influenced by outside forces, you got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, she said relationships be built flimsy, flimsy as hell these days. Anyway, yeah. Now my thing is like a lot of times when I see situations like this, you know, I always see the people saying that, oh, he can't tell her what to wear. He can't. Why can't he? I mean, it's his wife. I mean, it's like she could tell him who he, like, yo, don't spend your money there, or da da da. Like, it's not about him trying to boss her around or like, it's like, yo, I don't want my
Full
woman out
control.
there or control this. Is more so like he's trying to. That's another sign, like another way that men protect their women. Like we know what men are looking at when you go out there like that. So it's like, yo, he's trying to protect it. Like, yo, you go out there like that, it's gonna be mad niggas up on you. They're gonna be doing this, doing that. You showing half your body off, So it's like that's a protection thing. So it's like you can't want to be protected, but not things you don't want to be protected. Certain things that you don't want to be protected against. It's like your protection comes with protection. Like we got, like, I mean, you gotta protect in every aspect. If a nigga's like, yo, he don't want you going out there like that, you gotta look at that. You gotta pay attention to that. Now, he said, hey, what up, Vicky? Says if he can't get over her taking a pic with a damn celebrity, neither one of them was supposed to be committed in the first place. If that all, it'll make him to tap out. I don't know, man. Like she up in the air with her legs wrapped around him. He got his hands cupped on her fatty. That's a little overboard. That's definitely a little overboard. Like it's like at that point, what else are you doing? I mean,
Yeah,
I get it's a celebrity, but like you got to exercise some discretion. Like you can't just be out there just wilding like that, saying, "Oh, it's a celebrity, so I'm gonna jump up." I've been great. How about yourself? Can't just wild out like no matter who it is, because like shit. If I had a chance to take a picture with Salma and she jumped up on me, know what I mean? And so that's his. Now, I mean, if she jumped up on me, I'm cupping the fatty. She probably gonna get divorced because I'm trying to go at it. But, but I don't know, man. Like I said, to each his own, though. To each his own. But you definitely got to look at stuff like that. To him,
Yeah, that's slippery slope.
Like, yeah, slippery slope. Like, what are you comfortable with? What are you comfortable with? What are you not comfortable with? What are you willing? What are you willing to accept? So the thing is, oh man, excuse me. So the thing with that is like where you draw the line, where your boundaries. So it's like, had he accepted that, what else would he have been accepting in the past? Because then the people would have said, well, you accepted it then, so now you can't say nothing. Like what to do with the wife and how she was dressing. So like if she was dressing like that in the beginning, then down the line it can't be like, yo, I don't want you dressing like this, unless something had happened, due to the way she was dressing, and then he could be like, yo, nah, you got to fall back with dressing like that, But otherwise, it's like, yo, you got to accept that. So if you see it up in the beginning, you don't nip it in the bud and you accept it, down the line, you're going to have to accept it. But if it doesn't happen at first and then it happens down the line and you're like, whoa, know what I mean? Like, then you got to make a choice right then and there. So can't blame them either way. Like, you can't blame them. So like, I know, like, even with myself, like, y'all ever saw like red flags that y'all accepted and then down the line it came back to bite you?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. You want to talk on something?
Not really.
Ain't gotta be specific. Yeah, it's like I know I have. Shit, it could be with friendships. It happened in friendships, happened in relationships,
Yeah.
it was with family, Like
I was gonna say a friendship.
Yeah. So like
it happened with me.
All right.
You know what I mean? I was telling somebody else about my relationship, and she fucked around and fucked it up.
Yeah.
Just because she was jealous, like, and I didn't even know it.
Yeah. Now that happens like a lot too, like with jealousy in relationships and friendships.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, and that's the reason why I spoke about like the whole thing when it comes to like men having women friends and women having male friends. It's like it's a slippery slope. What does a person that you're with, how do they view that? Because like ultimately you're with them for a reason. You're not with your friends for a reason. So it's like a lot of people say, "Oh, my friends are my friends." It's like your friends, if they understand, they're gonna still be your friends.
Yeah.
Like you gotta understand, some people ain't cool with all the extra, like, I ain't gonna want my woman to have mad men, like mad male friends. It's like, yo, just hitting them up like, yo, what up? We about to go chill, hang out. No, the fuck you not. You know what I mean? Like, chill, act like fall back. Like what's this about? Like, so this is one of them things, man. Like, saved by grace, what up, what up? See if you want to join. Bremer, let me know when you're ready to join. When you finish busting them suds, I got a few dishes upstairs if you want to come through and wash them for me. Appreciate you. But yeah, so like it's one of those things, a slippery slope, man. Like, so if there's like boundaries that you have, and then you allow them shits to be crossed right then and there, or you see something that you don't agree with, and you don't check it up front, and you allow it to keep happening throughout the relationship, then it's gonna continue to happen. So you're gonna have to check it at some point. So honestly, the best time to do it is up front. What up, KR?
Oh shoot, I done pressed the wrong button. You done got me in the nighttime. I got the lights out.
You over there vibing.
Yeah, I'm relaxed. Hold on, let me hit a light right quick.
All right.
Yo, that was a wicked line you just said too. Did I hear you right? That dishes line you just said? I'm trying to get, you said about busting some suds?
Oh, I was talking about Karima. She's in the live.
I know.
She probably cursing me out right now.
Hey, yo, I got a public announcement to make too.
All right, knock yourself out. Tell people who you are first.
Well, I might not want them to know who I am after I say this, but this, hold on, let me make sure I got this camera right. Damn.
It's reversed.
Yeah. My bad, y'all. I'm all out of whack. What's going on, fella? Yeah. See, I forgot about that too. See, I'm all the way stressed out. You heard?
Oh man, what's going on?
I was in bed, but I guess it's meant for me to be on here tonight. How you been though?
Oh, gravy, my G, gravy. Now I mean, took a
That's what's
hiatus. Toya, what up, Toya? Candace, what up?
Oh, you was off for 2 weeks?
Huh?
I ain't see you was off for 2 weeks.
Yeah. The 25th was the last show I did that Tuesday.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
So I caught some of what y'all was talking about just now.
Yeah. So right now we're talking about like the man that called off his engagement to his fiance because of the picture she took with Chris Brown, and then also the dude who deaded his marriage, divorced his wife after 10 years because she started dressing provocative after hanging out with single friends from her job. So then we got into like boundaries and when you don't, like, when you nip them in the bud. If you don't do it in the beginning, you're gonna pay for it down the line. So any way you want to attack that.
I mean, I feel like when you married, it's a little different. 10 years down the line or however long, you got to have some compromising going on where you know you said she's switching up, dressing provocative after 10 years.
Yeah, because she started hanging out with single friends from her job. And after he said something about it, she just basically shunned him off and said she's going to do it anyway. She went out. So she came back. He had her shit packed.
Yo, I got another one for you too. I'm gonna share with you a real life that one of my men told me about. But yeah, like I thought it was like a rule. Ain't there a rule like if you married, you shouldn't be hanging with your single friends anyway? I thought,
or at least, especially with new single friends. I mean,
even worse.
Yeah, that's even worse. If they already had the friends and they were single or they were newly single.
Yeah.
Friends already cool, but like if there are people from your job and they telling you, oh, he shouldn't be telling you what to do, and all of a sudden you're being influenced by that. That is Miss Kid, what's going on? That is a bad situation altogether. Now, I mean, results. What up?
That's the wild one from the last show you had me on. This one you just pulled up here.
Oh
yeah. Yo, real quickly for y'all fellas and the ladies here too. But yo, one of my colleagues told me this happened to his man. So he's married. His wife got invited to a wedding.
Can everyone hit mute, please? If you don't mind.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Go.
Oh, noise. Yeah. You can hear me clear?
Yeah, I can hear you clear now.
Well, my man, one of his man, his wife got invited to a wedding in Colorado. Now she has a lot of male friends, right?
Yeah.
So she's in the wedding, like she's gonna be like one of the best men. But the bachelor party, it's just all dudes, and one of the dudes is her ex. So he's like, he don't really feel comfortable with his wife going to another state to a bachelor party with all these guys. And my first inkling, so he asked him, and then my man asked me what I would think. I'm like, that's not going down.
Yeah,
like that's.
Cool.
The question is, if you trust your wife, then you shouldn't matter. If her past is in the past and there's nothing there, if you trust your wife, then there's no question about who she's around. Regardless if it's a dude, but if as a wife, if I know how to, if I'm married and we trust each other, you should be able to trust me no matter where the fuck I'm at. That I'm going to act accordingly and I'm acting like I'm married. That's just me personally.
I'll put it like this. Some things ain't about trust. It ain't no.
Yeah, there we go.
I hate when people say that shit. If you trust me, nah, fuck that. So you should trust that. Or I should trust that you wouldn't put me in that position to have a problem with it. You know, you shouldn't put me in position to be like you're going on the trip with mad niggas and you're gonna be in it with mad niggas. And why are you going to a bachelor party in the first place? At a certain point, you're not a
if you're not a man, you shouldn't even be at the bachelor party. Like
that's the problem where it comes to if you trust your woman. No, that has nothing to do if you trust your woman. Don't fucking put yourself in that position.
And at the end of the day, like, why would you even go by yourself if you got a whole husband? Why didn't she bring her husband?
That is another problem.
And so
that's a whole problem. Why didn't she take her husband?
So that's the conclusion that ended up happening. So he told his man what I told him, and then he approached his wife to be like, I'm not comfortable with that. Long story short, he said, I can go if I can go with you, I'm cool with it. She didn't like that idea, but that's what ended up happening. He ended up going with her, and everybody at the bachelor party kind of like isolated themselves from them. Like the dudes was acting mad corny towards him. You know how dudes is. And
that's a whole other, like, why would they be acting some way towards him if that's his wife? They should have expected him to be there. She should have been there in the first place. So the bottom line is like, there might have been something else that would have been going on. So
her argument was they've been like, these are people she grew up with. Like she grew up, you know how some chicks, they got all male friends. So these go back to teenage years and they're best friends or whatever. But even still, I'm not with that.
No excuse. No, there's no excuse. My thing is, if you're married, if you're friends with me, it don't matter fucking how long we've been cool. If you're friends with me, you got to be friends with my husband too, because we bonded. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all of that. Yeah. That's just bullshit. Like, and if the same thing, vice versa. If he has female friends, if you're going to be cool with me, you got to be cool with my wife. There ain't no secrets. There ain't none of that shit. There ain't no acting fugazi when I come around. Like, no, that's not how you're supposed to make your husband feel secure no matter fucking where you go.
Yeah,
and at that point, that if when she brought him around, if they start acting funny, I'd have been like, babe, let's roll, because I ain't dealing with this fugazi shit. If y'all ain't fucking with my dude, then you can't fuck with me. I'm done. Our friendship is over.
Yeah, I like that.
And that's it. Like, what would make them act funny towards them that entire night? Like, if he didn't pick up on that, especially because one, she was already with one of them. All right, so it's like there's already been
somebody hit.
It's already intimacy there. Now, like, who knows?
Somebody hit.
Who knows if it was really her ex, or who knows if she was just a jump? Who knows? Know what I mean? Because bottom line is, why are you going to the bachelor party? You're not a man. You should have went to the bachelorette party. Bottom line, like, know what I mean, and that's it.
And actually, the wife of the person who was having the bachelor party, he should have said something to Shorty like, why are you going with my husband and all of his friends? I understand there's all males, but you should be with the women, not the men.
Or just don't go. Go to the wedding. Don't be a part of the festivities that go on, because like, this is how.
And I think your husband got to go with you to the wedding too, right? Because this is in a whole nother state that all of this took place in.
Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. So she got invited to a whole nother state. You said Colorado, right?
Yeah, word, yeah.
And where they from? Where they live at?
They live in New York.
You traveling across multiple counties, multiple states, and you about to try to leave your man at home. But my question is, why should your man have to tell you that he's going? Why didn't you automatically as your plus one?
You know what happened? Like, she should have been like, "Yo, babe, I'm going to Colorado with my." Fuck out of here. You got to go to Colorado and a one-way ticket. Fuck out of here. But
hey, not to be, I don't know the right word. This is not prejudice or not, but just to put it out there, because y'all know where I'm going with this. This is a white couple, so these are people that, like, this dude tells me a lot of his friends.
Yo, I froze.
That's what they do. But he said they don't have sex either. Like they had sex
What?
like once in the last 2 years.
The hell?
Yeah, word. So it's just like
Married?
And they married?
yeah.
We said it at the same time, and they're married.
Hold up. So
She got some weird stuff going on with her supposedly. Like she's
shit.
mental breakdown, seeing a therapist and all this other mess, and
That ain't got shit to do with what's going on down there.
yeah,
Except for them 7 days, 7 to 14 days of period. That's an excuse.
She was going to Colorado.
That's a fucking excuse.
She was going to Colorado to get right. I mean,
she was trying to get a train ran through.
She was going to get right.
But on the road, back to the topic I was on, and I'm glad she's on too to hear this. This is what I was going to say before, and I'm the same guy from however many weeks ago when I told you about my novels and the person with the 21 relationships, whatever. But anyway, this is where I'm at today, and only God knows how long. I no longer believe in monogamous relationships. I don't want them. So that's where I'm at. That's where, well, my reason is different from other people's probably, but to be straightforward, I am that guy about that novel I'm writing about. I'm just straight up tired of hurting women, like damaging emotionally. So like, it's just, I give up. I quit.
You say you're tired of hurting them emotionally, or them hurting you emotionally?
Yeah. Me damaging
let me ask
people in relationships.
Let me ask you something. Are you sure? Are you sure you're the one that damaged them emotionally? Relationship.
Absolutely. 90% of the relationships I've been in, I was the reason they ended. Absolutely.
No, but I'm saying like that could be true at the same time. What I'm saying is when you say that you damaged them emotionally, like, are you sure that you're the one that damaged them emotionally? See, like the thing is, like, when that's the case, like they may already have their own, emotionally. Most people do from childhood that they don't really realize. That could be the reason why you're doing that as well, because maybe you have been damaged.
I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? So
I see what you're saying.
Yes, you have contributed.
That's part of it. That's part of it.
Yeah. Maybe you
that's
can
part of it.
A new part of their emotional distress in the relationships, but at the same time, you may have your own that you're dealing with. So to give up is to give up on what you may actually been seeking, and this also to give up on yourself because there's something about yourself you have to fix.
That's what I'm saying. So number one, I love you speaking knowledge right now. I am currently in that phase where working on myself a lot. Like I'm actually I do therapy and all of that, but I'm just over it is what I'm saying. Like I'm at a point, I got so much to do professionally still, and part of the reason my relationships failed is because I'm never anywhere long enough. Like I've never lived anywhere for more than 2 years my whole adult life. I'm traveling all the time, and that's not going to stop. Like I might even be moving to Europe. Like I got an opportunity opening up. So it's just like it's not even worth it for me to put that effort in anymore.
Well, if they willing
can I say?
If they willing to move when you got married.
Can I comment? So
absolutely,
I want to say, in order,
ladies, type in join, and I'll join you on. Go ahead.
One thing I learned about love, you have to love yourself first before you can love anybody else. You know what I mean? Yeah. You have to be able to work on yourself first. So if you know in your mind that you're not ready for a relationship and you know that you're not ready to put yourself out there, that's your choice. You know what I'm saying? But don't give up on love. You might find it when you least expect it. Yeah. You got all your eggs, all your business and your career. That's going to be there. But at the end of the day, your pillow cannot hug you back at night either. You know what I'm saying? Sure. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You know what type of women you attract and you know what you want and what you require. Until that person can meet you halfway and add to your plate and be your piece, just don't give up. Just continue to work on yourself. That's all. Right. That's it.
Right. So
I respect that.
Yeah, but I mean, we could actually talk about that, get into more deep into that, another time if you're willing to. But also,
for sure.
You know what I say? Talk to Mr. Anytime, anywhere. Reach out to him. I think he has something program that I talk about a lot. That's something that'll probably benefit you as well.
Vijon's actually my therapist in real life.
Now, honestly, just even for yourself. You know what I mean? And even for honestly, it's for your creativity. It could help take you to a different place. It could help you tap into a different way of thinking as well. So not even just to say, hey, maybe it's something about self I gotta fix. It ain't about that at all. Sometimes it could be that, but sometimes it could just be how you view things. So
absolutely.
It's not always meaning that something's wrong. Like you said, it may just be that that's not the space that you actually want to be in. But sometimes it could be that you want to be there, and you just really don't know how to.
When you're focused on your goals, you're not paying attention. Like everything else is a distraction. And what you're trying to say is like basically from what I get from the point that you're making is that women are distractions for you at this point. You're focused on building your career, getting your novels out. Like that takes a lot of time and energy. So don't coming into and want to nag and want to argue. Why ain't you call me back? You on Instagram, but you ain't want to text me back. Like I got other things I gotta do. Like I gotta market it myself. I gotta write. I gotta be in a good headspace for me to write. Like there's other things that come to play. So at the end of the day, if you know that you're not in that space, don't give up on love. Just love yourself more so you can be able to love that person who comes and be able to, add to you.
KR, fuck that. Your next book should be 31 instead of 21.
Nah, man.
I'll play.
Nah, man. Hey, yeah, don't get it wrong either. I'm not giving up on love because that's what I'm about. But just romantic love, I don't care about that no more. But I'm loving.
I get what you're saying. Well, at least
I'm loving on everybody. So, but straight up, if someone, like, for instance, somebody is to approach, want to talk, whatever, I'm laying it straight out. Listen, I'm not looking for any exclusive relationship. I'm not doing that. So if that's what you're looking for, you might as well go ahead because I'm not for it. That's it.
All right. So let's do this, y'all. Let's switch it up. Thank y'all for tuning in to Hashtag Factories, your one stop for information and entertainment. We call that infotainment in the finest of fuckery. Let's talk about this one. This was pretty interesting. Can you be with someone your children or child don't like?
Hell no.
This is actually a pretty close topic, but at the same time, I got this from. It's crazy because I was talking to this about this to someone, but this actually came up on the radio, and I was like, "That's actually a good ass topic." And I don't want to talk about it from that perspective, so I'm gonna talk about it just in general. Can you be with someone that your children or your child doesn't like? So go ahead, Miss Kid.
Hell no. I got 3 sons. Okay. Their opinion matters. Their feelings matters. All of that shit matters to me. They've been here before that person. If my kids say they don't like that person, it's obviously for a fucking reason. And if I don't care who it is, like they be like, oh well, your kids. Nope, my kids come first. They've been here first. They came out of me. And my kids don't like you, then guess what? You got to go. You gotta go.
We got a real woman on the line tonight.
You gotta go. I'm not putting nobody in front of my kids. The only person I come and be for my kids is God. That's the only person. But any human being, if my kids do not like them and they rub my kids the wrong way, that's the bounce. That goes to friendship, family, relationships, all of that. I don't play when it comes to my kids' feelings and their well-being. Their well-being is my top priority as their mother. So if, like I said, if they don't like somebody, they don't like them for a reason. That's not even an argument for me. I'm like, dog, you gotta go.
Yeah, I respect all that she said. I'm not gonna say the last part about that when she said they don't like them for a reason. I don't think that's not always the case. But what I will say is, like for me, if I don't have kids, so I can't really answer this directly, but I think as an adult, and this is just from my upbringing and the elders, a kid's got to stay in a kid's place and an adult's in an adult's place. So if you actually fall in love with somebody and they're not doing wrong to your kids, like like they and your kids is just like, I went through this with my mom. My baby brother. I was 18. My mom had another kid, and I almost got into how we is with stepdads or wannabes, and
I've been there.
I don't play them games. So like, I've had a few altercations and me and my mom don't even have a good relationship. But if dude is acting crazy, it's a wrap. So
right.
but what I do realize is that if I want my mom to be happy, right? So if she finds love and all of that, I don't gotta like the dude. He just better not disrespect my mom. But I'll stay out of it outside of that because she's got her life to live too. And I think that goes for either parent.
But you know what? I understand that mommy gotta have a life too. And I'm not saying I didn't date, but I never brought people around my kids.
Yeah.
Because the only thing is, I have a thing about meeting people with the kids. I don't want to see your kids. You're not going to see my kids unless you just have to put a ring on my finger. Okay? That's the only way you want to see them. At the end of the day, what people do is they introduce their significant other to their kids too early when it's still early in a relationship. You ain't live with this person. You ain't meet his family. You don't see their mannerisms. Like, you don't see what happens when shit gets tough and how they react. Like, you need to know that person in and out before you introduce them to your children. I would never put my kid into a predicament to where they feel like mama got to choose between the man and us. Like, we're not doing that.
Yeah,
I know that's right.
Who you are.
Few things. To introduce your kids to someone after they put a ring in your finger is far too late. One, but
the intentions have to be pure. I'm just saying this because when you marry, my thing is when you marry me, you're marrying them too.
Yeah, of course.
We come as a package too.
How old are your kids?
My kids are 21 and 12.
Yes, I mean, like, okay, so a misconception is when you marry me, they marry your kids. They don't marry your kids, they marry you. However, it's a slippery slope. Me being the man, it's like, of course, I'm gonna be there for the kids. Like some people, it's like, do you marry the parents? It's like, do you marry the kids? Yes, they're part of your life. You will want them to be a part of the kid's life. Some people be like, yo, those are your kids. Now, I mean, I'll provide for them, but I don't have to. But some people will still overlook that. So, like, you got to be careful with it. That's why I'm saying, like, once you get a ring, it's too late to introduce them to the kids. But however, do the children have to like him? Like he said, stay in the child's place. No, they don't have to like. It's like think back to baby boy. What up, Mako? Think back to baby boy. This is honestly like where a lot of this honestly, if you have a son, honestly, and if you're a mother with a son, he's never really gonna like a dude that you're with. Know what I mean? Because it's his mother. Know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna like a nigga trying to holler at my mother. Like, know what I mean? At least as a youngster, like, know what I mean? So it's like you got to understand that. And as a little girl, like a little girl's always like, a lot of times they're gonna hate on the shorty trying to holler at their dad, especially if they're daddy's girl. So
I met my stepdad the one day. My mom and my stepdad, before God rest his soul, when they started dating, he bought some meat to the door and was like, "Your mama said cook this." I was like, "This nigga opened up the door." I'm like, "What?" Like I don't know. My mama like, "Hold up, who this nigga out the door?" She was all like, "She ain't give us no formal introduction." He was all like, "Your mom said cook this for me." I was all like, "What?"
She said,
"I'm like, who this nigga?"
She said, "That's crazy." Hook up this beef.
I had to be like 10 years old watching my brother's picture and this nigga open up I'm like, "Who you?" Your mom said.
That's crazy.
I called my mama like, "Who does this fool?"
To say that,
bro, hold on. I tried to send messages out to people to join. Somebody said it says they're blocked from joining. What that mean?
I don't know.
Tanita.
Huh?
Her name is Tanita. She can't get in. I sent it to her and she said it says she blocked.
Instagram.
Yeah,
I mean, Instagram blocked her from going live.
Yeah, that's crazy.
People now.
I never in my life.
You was having a block party, huh?
Hell no. Only time I'm blocking somebody from playing basketball, and I ain't played ball in a long time. So
Me either. I'm trying to get out of here this summer.
man, I know.
But
I ain't trying to break my kneecaps, but like yeah. So back to what I was saying, like Jody and baby like baby boy. You know, he like Jody ain't like Melvin just because he was with his mother. So it's not always a reason that someone is not gonna like the person that you're with. You gotta we gotta stop thinking that they don't like him because like kids will make up their own reason not to like somebody. Like, you know what I mean? You got, and so will adults, like, I don't like them because, they didn't tie their shoes the way I tie my shoes. Nah, I don't like them. Shit, we as adults do that shit. And actually, we're going to get into the whole like thing on Thursday, which is a bigger conversation. But for your kids not to like the person that you're with doesn't mean that you shouldn't be with that person. Like he said, as long as they're treating you right, treating your kids right, that's what matters because the kids may not like you just because that they're with you. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Like, no, I feel like as a girl, like this guy, I knew who my daddy was. Like that was no brainer. You know what I'm saying? It was just the way he came in the household and tried to rectify shit. Like I'm not your child. Like, like bro, like my dad will fuck you up 2.5 seconds. My dad did. You know what I'm saying? But my dad to let him know, like these are my kids. Like you know what I'm saying? My mom allowed that. You know what I mean? So it's all like I would never allow a man to come into my house and start giving demands to my kids. Like, first of all, before you got here, I'm the mom and dad. Like, bruh, you do not say nothing to them. You have to build a relationship with them in order for you to understand who that child is. And that's what people don't do. They don't build relationships. They just some people just come in the house and think that they're going to give demands and shit. And that's why kids just don't like them. Like, I don't like them.
But sometimes it's not all the time. Sometimes, like I know people who attempted to build them relationships with the kids, and the kids just shunned them. You're not my dad. You're not my mother. You know, don't. You know, so like no matter what, you take them out. No, you don't want to go. But Miss Renee, I want to like you said it's true, but the kids see something that you don't see. I don't necessarily think that's always the case. Jen, what up? Like a lot of times. Kids who see something and they think they see something and it may not be the case. So like
you still got an AOL email?
Yeah, this shit started buffering like this shit was down.
Yeah, MCI WorldCom.
That shit was definitely on dial-up. But we gotta realize like kids haven't been in that level of relationship yet. And they're not gonna understand everything. So they're gonna see like I said, they may not like It definitely froze. It froze again?
Nah, you good. I was definitely that kid though. Like my mom had me young, so my mom's the type, she'll have me and my brother at parties or whatever. Yeah. But where she's at parties, but any dude that tried to dance with my mom, I was a kid too. I cut right in there and be like, nah, and start dancing with my mom. Yep. That was me. And then they go about their business. So I was definitely waiting on anybody that tried to get with my mom. I was not feeling them. Just straight.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like you can't really go based off of the kids not liking the person because unless the kid could tell you that they actually did something, and that's the reason why they don't like them.
Yeah.
A lot of it, like I said, go back to baby boy. For what reason did Jody not like Melvin? Melvin, he was giving his mom Melvin shots.
Yeah.
Bang.
He was just a mama's boy, and I was like Jody. Like I didn't want nobody with my mom.
Most boys are gonna be like that. I'm telling you right now.
But
boys
if you instill, I feel like if you instill respect and humbleness, like some kids, it depends on what you teach them. It doesn't matter how, because I know my kids are receptive to a lot of people, and they're receptive to. I feel that way, but I know me because I never brought another man around my children. And anybody I dated, my kids who never knew. Like, no, ever. Like, They didn't know what's going on. Like, mom had a boyfriend before. Like, they still don't know until right now.
Even if you brought him around, like, even if you brought him around when y'all decided to get serious,
yeah, when he was a grown boy child.
Yeah, she right too.
So
that's exactly what he was.
Still living with his mama.
So look, even if you dated them for a minute, decided to get serious with them, and now all of a sudden I'm gonna take you to meet my kids. As soon as you bring them to meet your kids, hey, what's up, little man? I mean, yo, what was that? What you doing with my mama? What movie was that? Kid. Now, I mean, like, I'm telling you right now, a majority of boys are gonna be that way regardless, whether they Bebe's kids' age or they Jody's age. I mean, they're gonna be that way. Like, a grown boy is still a boy, right? What about a little boy?
No.
He's still a boy.
When I got older, that's when, like, when I became an adult, that's when I was like, I want to see my mom happy. So whoever she with, so I was cool with that until they got disrespectful, and that's when it's like, oh nah, I gotta see what's up.
And we
so
still gotta vent them for. I mean, like, we still gotta like check in and check them, like, yo, nah, let me holler at you for a minute. Like, I mean, still gotta do that.
But see, at the end of the day, like, you know, my kids ain't got to never step in for mommy. Mommy can handle her own.
Nah, like, see,
like, yeah.
It ain't about that though. It's not about that.
You say you got 21-year-old boy. Like, listen.
Yeah.
You're not a boy. You're not gonna understand. You know what I mean? You're somehow from a mother's perspective and how you can handle yourself. Cool. That doesn't matter.
Nope, don't matter.
You're still not gonna handle yourself the way he feels, or he'll be able to protect you. Bottom line. So that's why, like, it's not always about if the kid likes the person that you're with or not. Like, because if the kid don't like him, doesn't mean that they're treating you bad or even treating them bad. So both of my boys were like that. They're still like that. And
they're 22 and 19. Exactly. Yeah.
And Jen definitely handle herself. Know what I mean? So it's like, you got to understand. And little girls are like that too. When it comes to their fathers, then when it comes to their mothers, like, they may not like a girl may not like a man for their mother because they don't drive a nice enough car, or they didn't take them out whenever they took, the mother out, or they didn't bring them anything back. So it's like, they may not like them. These are the things that kids do. Like, oh, they didn't bring me any food, any McDonald's, so I don't. So it ain't about whether they like them or not, but it's more so like what their relationship is with you and how you see that they move. Are they treating your kids right? Are they treating you right? That's what matters. Because the kids, once the kids get older, like KR said, and same thing with me. Like, once I got older, it's like, and I see, like, okay, you know what? I got 5 sisters, and I didn't like anybody talking to my sisters, and I was always the one to, you ain't talking to my sister, nigga. Let me see. Yeah. And then, like, after a while, I was like, this nigga cool. You know what I mean? Like, so you got to realize, like, we naturally going to have a protective, stance against it. Like, it's just not about them liking them or not. It's about what is like he said, what is the relationship with you? And then how does he treat them? How does he treat you? So it ain't like you can't build a relationship off of what someone else likes.
And I like what what's my young lady name again?
Which one, Miss Kia?
Oh, yeah.
Miss Angry Woman.
Miss Angry Woman. I love you, Miss Angry Woman.
You just trying to throw me up underneath the butt. You know what?
Nah, but I like
when I come to your city, I was gonna bring you a plate and everything when I come out there to go visit my family. But guess what? You gonna starve. Or drink your motherfucking spit. Eat some gum.
Bro, buddy, don't have to be like that, buddy.
I am not angry.
But I like what you said about not bringing men around your kids until a certain standpoint. I heard that a lot growing up too. Women that have that protection for their children. So that's a key point, I think, too, where if you dating somebody or seeing somebody, you gotta let that build before you even let them into your circle like that. So
yeah. And I gotta feel comfortable enough to bring you around my kids, because like I said, that's just me opening up the door and opening up a lot of, emotions, and I got to sit down and prep them for the conversation. Like, look, mommy is dating this guy. We're getting really serious, and I want to know what your opinion is of him. We're going to go out. We're going to hang out, go to the park or something. I want you to meet him. There's just proper
you do all of that?
introduction. For me, yes.
He had mommy's ankles behind the ears. All right.
Had me in a pretzel. Had me bent. I know. No, but no, it's just the simple fact that if I'm introducing somebody that's going to be in my life and in their life, and it's getting serious, and I want that person around, and he wants to be around, then yes, we have to, let me prepare my kids mentally for this new transition that's about to happen in their life. Because at the end of the day, yes, they do have a say so, because I need to know how they feel about me. They might in their head, oh, I want my mom and dad to get together. It's not going to happen. Your dad probably moved on and I'm moving on. So I want to be able to prepare. No, but I want to prepare them mentally so they know that they're just not getting, oh, mom just got this nigga in their lap and we got to like him. Like, no, that's not the case. My case is, what I'm saying is, let me prepare them mentally and have a sit down and talk like, hey, mommy's dating this guy and I want you to meet him. You know what I mean? And he wants to meet you. So we're going to go to the park. We're going to go out, have dinner, whatever the case may be, and then do it like that. Build rapport. I want them to build rapport with them, because at the end of the day, like, I want them to be mentally prepared about the, like I said, the transition that's about to happen in our life, especially if he's serious about being in our lives. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he understands that I have
that for sure.
I'm telling you right now.
Somebody asked in the comments what's the topic.
Oh, Mako, she ain't paying attention.
Mako.
Right, she said if someone knew, so yes, they'll have a say so. Your kids will keep you your kids will keep you single then. I'm telling you, like they
keep you single, but I think it's about the approach of how you bring that person into your life. Even when it's a woman, because even with a woman, because some women, even if it's somebody who never had children, you know what I'm saying, they don't know how to act or act accordingly when it comes to children, and understand, you can't just up and leave. Maybe I have to get a babysitter in order for me to go out. Maybe we might have to have day night in. You know what I'm saying? Are you prepared to take on that type of role, especially if you don't have children?
You got to prepare.
I'm just saying.
So everybody that's
you have to prepare.
Everybody that's tuned in, make sure y'all are following the page. I'll follow you back. Make sure y'all follow and subscribe on YouTube. #Factual, spell the whole thing out. Make sure y'all are following and on all platforms. All right. Right now,
it's vice versa.
We go live on every Tuesday and Thursday night at 9:25. Go ahead, Ms. Kim.
And it's vice versa for men, like who are single parents. Like a woman can be like, oh, well, I got kids, you got kids, but maybe she don't have her kids and he's a single parent at home. Like, you gotta be able to find a babysitter. Things are about to change. So you have to be able to, compromise at certain points. So you can't just sit there and be like, oh, well, I got my daughter this weekend, but you can come over. What if that person's not ready to be a mom? What if she don't even have mother qualities? Like, she never changed a diaper. She never cooked the meal. Like, she don't even know how to fucking boil water. And you'd be like, hey, babe, can you watch my daughter? And now she got her eating fucking McDonald's every day while you at work. Like,
if she can't do that, she's not going to get to the point where it's even talking.
Exactly. So it's all like you have to.
That's not getting.
You don't want to just introduce anybody, and then you find out late when you done put a ring on her, like, oh, this bitch can't even cook dinner. Like, she been getting Hello Fresh every week.
Yeah, but those are two different combos. But I get what you're saying. So I'm the same way. Like, I don't introduce somebody to my daughter neither. Like I said, until I get to the point where I know I'm getting serious, and then it's a whole different process. However, when it comes to your children liking the person. I mean, when it comes to your children liking the person that you're dealing with, there's a lot of noise in the background. Was kid, you watching horror movies again? See? So when it that's probably dropped. She should be back. When it comes to like your when it comes to your children actually liking the person that you're dealing with, you got to realize that your kids may not ever like the person that you're dealing. They may get to a point where they respect them before they like them.
Yeah.
They still may not ever like the person that you're with, and off rip, they're definitely not gonna. They're definitely not. Excuse me, not gonna like them. So if this is a person that you vibing with, fuck with them, you're like, oh, this is a good one right here, and then I mean, the little Bobby come up and like, man, fuck that nigga. little 12-year-old Bobby. I mean, Miss Kid, can you hit mute, please?
Hell no. Now I'm being mean.
Yeah, you could have. Why she ain't on camera anyway?
Miss Kid, hit mute.
Kid don't do the camera?
I did hit mute.
All right, there it is. So like I said,
I'm walking around in my house, so I don't do the camera because I don't need people.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
For privacy reasons. And that's the studio that you're hearing.
She walk around with her shoulders out, so like you gotta excuse her. But like so yeah, when it comes down to like the children liking the person that you're dealing with, if that is going to be the underlying factor, then you really may not be with somebody. Like unless they have a valid reason as to why they don't like them. Like, hey, I saw them, I saw them hugging and kissing somebody, or I saw them doing this, or they did this to me, or they was acting funny towards me, or they said this to me. Those are different reasons, right? Like I'm telling you off rip. It may not be a reason why they're not going to like the person. They may just be like, I don't know, I just got a feeling about them. And it's like, if you go off of that shit, it's not always going to be the case. Like, yo, you just got a feeling about somebody. Yeah. Go sit down and watch Spider-Man. Like, know what I mean? Like, chill. Like, I mean, so.
A kid feed off energy just like babies do. When you go to try to pick up a baby that don't even know you, they feed off their energy.
Yeah.
I can only speak from my perspective of, like you said before, it's not even just mom, sisters, cousins. I had a cousin 2 years younger than me. So we in high school together, and she already knew. She would come to me and be like, "Oh, so such and such approached me. You want to holler? Do you know him or whatever?" And I'll be shutting it down. Like we like that with all our female relatives. None of that's going down. Approaching dudes left and right, like, yo, nah, that's my cousin. You can't step aside, sir.
Exactly. My cousin, my nephew.
Like that.
Off rip. It's like automatically, like, yo, oh, such as got a boyfriend. What? Nah, fuck that. Where this nigga at? Where he at? Nah, where he at? And that's just what it is. But as you got older, though, it's more so like, all right, well, let me talk to him. Know what I mean? And so it changes. But as when you're younger, it's like, nah, the energy is different. Like, nah, fuck that. It's automatically shut down. Like, nah. Oh, no, my daughter. Or listen, I'm fuck now. Now, when it comes to my daughter, like, no.
I couldn't even imagine having a daughter. I ain't even going to lie.
Yeah, like,
you can't wait until you're 21. That's when you could have your first date. That's the type of dad I would have to be.
When my daughter get old enough to move out of 47, then she can start dating. Know what I mean?
Oh, you said 47. I told my son 65.
Oh, so you even on that? Okay.
See, you told your son that's different. So you
no, because let them little females come to my door. I trust and believe. I got that 9 on my hip.
Girl, you're not.
It's rough out here, bro.
You gonna teach your boy to be
nowadays, bro.
That on my hip.
His whole life.
She doing right though, cause these girls nowadays, these generations getting worse, bro. It's getting worse.
So crazy. He still gotta
see, but the thing is, my sons are 21, so they're focused on their goals, building a credit, buying houses, stuff like that. Like, so I'm trying to make sure that they're good. So if anything happened to me, God rest their soul, knock on wood, that I know that they're taken care of financially, mentally, and they can take care of themselves. But I don't need nobody to be trying to trap my sons because they're a high commodity because they're 21. They never been in jail. They don't have no kids. They ain't out here in the street. Like, no, you're not doing that. And my sons are very humble and they're very good gentlemen. Like, You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I don't need no ratchet little female. Like, you need to come to my door like you got some goddamn sense and like you educated. And if you know what's good with you, if you know what's good for you, you won't come to my door. And when you call his phone or you call or knock on my door and you be like, "Hi, ma'am, I'm here," you better talk to me like you got some goddamn sense.
She said they humble and gentlemen.
They are. No, my kids are very. No, my sons are very. No, I brought my sons up the way very like anybody that comes across them, even the neighbors. They're like, "Oh my gosh, like your sons are very nice. Like they don't be in trouble." I see your one son walking them to the school. Everybody just stopped me and just talk about how my sons are and how I raised them because they're a reflection of me and their dad. So at the end of the day, like when you leave this house, you're representing us and how we raised you. We didn't raise you to be like the rest of these little motherfuckers out here running around, twerking and, just doing anything. Like, no, that's not how we raised you.
On the real, I feel her though, because unfortunately, it's sad to say, a young black 21-year-old that don't have kids, that is a blessing. That's a positive right there.
And you know what's crazy? People be like, "You don't know everything that your son does." Yes, I do, because I'm involved in my son's life. We have conversations. No, yes, I do. Everything. We have an open communication policy up in here. I don't sugarcoat nothing. My sons ask me something, I do not sugarcoat. We have an open policy here for like their feelings and what they communicate and what they doing. Because if one day they get in, no, because if one day they get in trouble. One day they get in trouble, I know how my son is. I can vouch for my son. You know what I mean? So yes, I know everything that my sons do, and I know where they're at 24/7. Like, and I don't need no tracker, but we have that communication.
Oh, you don't got the location going?
Nope, because I don't need to.
Miko in the comments again.
There's no way in hell everything. The kids.
Mm-hmm. I even know when they started porn. Yeah, I don't even know when they started watching porn and everything. Like, trust and believe, I know every fucking thing.
It's possible. It's unlikely, but it's possible.
Everything.
And that's you guy, or they say, "Hey, Ma, I'm about to watch porn right now."
No.
Hey, Ma, I'm about to beat off to porn. Hey Ma, hey Ma, hold up.
That shit still when they hit 18. They been did that.
Class, I see my teacher's nipple. I'm getting hard. Ma, I'm going to the bathroom right now. Ma, I'm going to the bathroom. It's 4:14. I'm going to the bathroom. I'm pulling out. Listen up. Ma,
listen,
I'm
you stupid.
Ma, I piss on the floor. I got a little bit on my leg. Ma, how do I? What the fuck?
No, but what I'm saying, no. Yes, I do. But what I'm saying is there are parents who don't even know what their kids are doing from the time that they wake up, from the time that they go to sleep. I'm very hands involved in my son's life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to be my kid. I know what they're doing 24/7.
My daughter's 9 years old. At all times, I know where she is. I have a tracking device, right? At the same time, I don't know what she's doing all the damn time. I know what she should be doing, but I can't say for a fact that she's doing what, she's doing this. Like, you're not around your kids all the time. You're not around your kids 24/7. Now, you would like to think that you have that lines of communication. Like, you didn't tell your parents everything you did, no matter how many times they tell you could tell them everything.
I told my dad, but not my mom.
And I'm pretty sure you didn't tell your dad everything.
You was a daddy's girl then. You was daddy's little girl.
My mom cannot stand it. I told my dad was all like, "What?" I told him some shit. My mom, she did not. She hates it with the passion that me and my dad so close.
I don't understand.
I'm his favorite.
I think mother should love that, just like father should love, like, I don't understand.
No, I'm my mom's oldest, so it's all like I'm my dad's third oldest out of his 12 children, and my mom's oldest out of her 5 children. But at the end of the day, like, me and my dad always had a close. I know all of his secrets. Like, we had a connection. Like, I know everything. So it's all like, yeah, I'm a daddy's girl.
Papa was a Rolling Stone.
I told my dad shit. Yeah, my dad was definitely a Rolling Stone. Mm-hmm.
You definitely raising your boys right, because the young boys today got to worry about these wild girls, and us older single men, our issue is we don't know if it's a he or a she anymore. That's
exactly. I had to explain that to them. Oh my
It's
God.
rough out here.
I had to have that conversation because one of our neighbors, I'm going to say a lot, but one of our neighbors, we were trying to figure out if it was a male or female, right? And we was in a car one day, and our driver was all like, "Is that a male or female?" So one day I seen him up close in person. I told my sons, I was like, "Hey, yo, remember we were trying to figure out if that was a male or female? That's a whole ass male." My son was like, "What? Get the fuck out of here!" I was like, "Yeah." I'm telling you, but that's the transparency.
There's powerful niggardry at work here.
Nah, man.
Because it had on a skirt though, but my sons, they are very. It had on a whole dress, but it was at the bus stop, and I seen it with the manly hands.
We ain't going there.
Go ahead.
Nah, so let's get.
But you gotta be honest with your kids. Like you can't sugarcoat shit with your kids. Like nowadays, everything's out in the open. So I feel like if it's gonna be out in the open, why not, teach your kids about what's going on in the world? Like you have to have this conversation, and I had to have that conversation.
What's going on in the world, however, you teach what's going on.
Because the men are starting to look like.
Our generation had to worry about fast girls. We all had to worry about fast girls.
Yeah.
A little heavy.
Chris Renee, what up? Bubbles, what up, Bubbles? Even in our generation, we had to worry about fast girls. Shit, like yo, we always had.
And go get it.
So
y'all was playing hide and go get it, huh?
They faster today though.
But preteens. So
they faster today though, bro.
I mean, I can't say they are. It's just that it's just.
I think they are.
From the 90s girls to now, every generation gets
it's something in the milk. Because like I'm looking at these girls,
hold on, Miss Kid, hold on,
and they look older than me.
I would say this: you can see it more nowadays. Like when I was younger, I know for a fact when I was younger, there was always somebody. I mean, a girl that was like, "Yo, she the neighborhood jump off." Now I mean, like. It may be more people out there doing that now, more people who's seeing it now or exposed to it now. So like they're just doing it. But it's like nowadays it just they're real open with it, and it's just televised everywhere. And also
they doing it in classrooms and the bathrooms at school now. That didn't happen. I don't remember that.
They did that back in my
you at Baltimore, right?
Nah, that was in New York. That was in DC. I was in Maryland. Like they did that shit everywhere I was at. Know what I mean? So
man.
And that was from when I was a kid. Know what I mean? Like shit, they had the Freaknik back in 93 to 95. So it's like, think about it. Know what I mean? Like all of these things been happening. It's just not as televised as it is now. Like now it's the popular thing to do. Know what I mean? So like mothers are teaching their kids to do that shit or showing their kids that shit nowadays, but it's not like we didn't have jump offs.
Are you saying they was 12-year-olds having sex when we was coming up? When you was coming up, 12-year-olds having sex.
Yeah, it was 12.
That didn't happen where I came from.
Yeah, I mean,
that didn't happen where I was from.
They did that shit in New York. I'm from Hempstead. Like, I mean.
I'm from Long Island. I'm from Riverhead. We didn't have that out there.
Riverhead is
I didn't know you were from Long Island.
Yeah, from Hempstead, man. So like,
see, my mom, I'm sorry, but my mom, she like, I was brought up in Southern way, so my mom didn't play that shit. You trying to be fast and all that other shit, you would get your ass whooped. Like my mom, she don't like. No, we wouldn't.
Kid more back in the days, like I mean.
Yeah, like. And I the way I was raised is how I've raised my sons. Like, you know, that's not how you act. You don't do everything else that everybody else is doing.
Mm-hmm.
And you cannot be your child's friend. And a lot of parents are trying to be their kid's friend instead of their parents.
I'm gonna tell
you trying to keep up with the Joneses and stuff.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you how you know that it happened back in the days because right, you got kids raising kids. You got kids, you got grandparents who are still, 30 and 40 years old. Like, you know what I mean? They were fucking. You know what I mean? Like they were getting it in. So it's like, yo, like this was going on. You know what I mean? Like they was getting it in. So it's like, and not saying that everybody was jump off. Some people were just a little more responsible. Some people made mistakes. No one's bad for that. It's just that this shit was happening, And it's like, it's just that nowadays you can see it everywhere you turn. Like sex is so sensational, it's so sensationalized that I get tired.
Yeah.
I get tired. I've been tired of seeing chicks twerking. Be like, I've been.
I don't even know how to twerk. What is twerking? Because like I don't even know how to twerk.
No,
I got a booty, but I'm just saying though, I don't be twerking because that's not how I was raised. That's not how I was raised. Like all of that jack. I know how to go to Instagram and YouTube, but I know what twerking is. But I just choose not to do it. Like if I'm in a restaurant, like the women twerking in a brunch place, like that's just nasty. Like you got your booty juice.
If you know how to twerk, then your sex game might be whack. You got to know how to.
You know what?
You're right.
I got three kids.
What up, T.I.?
Did you forget I got 3 kids? They got here for a reason, okay?
So that means you know how to twerk. Stop lying, damn it.
But I don't be twerking. No, what I'm saying is like I understand what you're saying, and it's crazy.
I'm fucking with you.
It's crazy because one day we was taking my mom home, and my mom was like in the hood, right? And she lived on the other side of town in Pittsburgh. And we was going, and I think it was like Mother's Day or something. We was taking her home, and this girl was in the middle of the street with a dress on, twerking. And I was all like, when did we start doing that as women? Like we don't have, y'all don't just think of like having class anymore.
I tell you what, Miss K, I tell you what though, like you know what's crazy, and especially nowadays, when you got shorties and like little young girls out doing that in their 20s and teens, and they out in public doing it. I remember when what's her name? What's her name? The big chick that sings, Lizzo. I remember when she was at the damn basketball game, and she started twerking with her booty out, and then everybody was like, "Oh, leave her alone." So it's like, what's happening is older women are okaying the shit that the younger women are doing. They're taking on the whole culture, and to the point where they want to start.
Yeah.
That's why you got your Vivica Foxes and all of them now dressing like they want to show everything.
She was horrible, by the way.
Huh?
She messed herself up.
Big time.
She messed herself up.
She was like, oh.
But hold up, that's why you got the older women now dressing more provocative to try to keep up with the young chicks. Because why they okay with the young chicks doing, now they want to take on that culture. That's why you got the single chicks telling the married chicks it's okay. Their husband can't tell you how to dress. And that's why they like, now they want to go out dressing with shit showing the titties off and shit showing the ass off. And I ain't picking on Vivica. It's more than just her, but there's so many of them doing this shit. If you look at any award show, the whole red carpet is about who could dress the sluttiest, who could show the most shit. Every outfit is see-through. It's like, all you see is big ass brown spots. Know what I mean? And then and then you see like when
was it okay to start showing your areolas while you were walking on a red carpet? Like, come on, bro.
But they even showing the pussy as like so it's like that's what they doing nowadays. Celebrities, but you got regular people doing this.
You're right though. As far as the young girls are concerned, like it's so popularized now and it's everywhere. So people think it's okay, and this is the way that you're supposed to be, and that's why society is real screwed up. So when you got mothers like her, that you just gotta be on your kids as much as you can. It's gonna be left up to them at the end of the day, but as long as you do your job, you can be take solace in that,
Yep. But look, y'all.
You about to go get something to eat?
Nah, I ate it already.
Yes, greedy. You hungry? You always hungry.
Leave me alone. I'm about to go be like my nigga KR.
What you about to eat? Some chicken. You about to go get some chicken? I bet you got some wings. You got some garlic parmesan wings and some pears.
I can go for some.
What you bringing him? You said you cooking him a meal. What you bringing for him?
I don't know. I might just send him a Uber Eats pizza or something.
Plate. I love them shits.
Oh, yo, fire!
Food. But look, y'all. I fuck with y'all. Think y'all for fuck with me. KR, my G.
Yeah, this is KR. Just happy to be here, y'all. Just got a lot of projects coming up. I'll be out there. I'll be on the scene. I'm in isolation right now. Just trying to finish these books though. But I'll be back.
Read that one book, the 20.
I got you.
I'm trying to read that book.
All right, Miss Kid.
All right.
Outro yourself, Miss Kid.
It's your girl, Miss Kid, the only person in the world that actually drinks the water and mind her goddamn business. I got a double album coming out in February and in June of 2025. It's called Drinking My Water, Minding My Business. You'll live longer, stress free. Yep.
Sounds good.
Stupid. All right, y'all. Fuck with y'all. Think y'all fuck with me. I'll see y'all Thursday night. Peace.
All right,
bro.
Easy.